Marcella.
I don't think so. Sometimes people use them, but do you have a blanket or a pillow or anything? Yeah, but I bet if you ask Jesse, he can probably loan you something. Uh-huh.
You like it, huh?
Sometimes.
Wasn't my idea, but let's say I like it. Welcome, yogis. Nice to see you. Kind of late this evening. Great opportunity for you to practice. There's still a mask ordinance in the state of Colorado. If you feel it is unsafe for you to practice with a mask on due to medical condition or otherwise, only you can exempt yourself. Under this exemption, I will not be wearing mine. Hello, yogis at home. Thanks for joining us. If you'd like to queue up the playlist with me, we'll do that in 3, 2, 1, play. Okie dokie. Let's start with some free movement and table. Just to warm up your back mostly, but if you'd like to move into your hips a bit, even pedal your legs, take this opportunity to observe your body in space. A little extra emphasis on softness in your jaw, your neck, your eyeballs, your palate. Use this time also to double the length and depth of your breath. Maybe more. Allow your day thus far to decompress any burdens on your shoulders, anything lingering thus far this week. This is your opportunity to take a pause from it, at the very least, if not completely let it go. Alrighty, a couple more breaths as you complete your movements. And we'll come to a seat, move towards caterpillar, a seated forward fold. So with your large towel or small blanket, make yourself a pad to sit on. And you can take another large towel or small blanket and roll it into a log. Or if you have a small pillow, even a larger pillow, bolsters are great. Place this on your thighs. If you don't have these items, it does not exclude you from the asana. I'll offer some ways to manage the posture even without props. Take a moment here. Allow your seat to settle, your hips to spread. Notice the back line of your legs. Let it sink into your mat. Maybe nudge your heels forward by flexing your toes slightly towards shins. Notice this composure as you prepare for the asana. A lingering, a pause. Stay upright with your inhale. Lengthen your back, or exhale, fold towards a safe edge this evening. So it doesn't have to be all the way. Maybe 20%, 30% of your full range of motion. Now, if you have no props, let your chin fall to your chest. If you do have props, ideally your head is supported by something. Could be arms crossed, could be adjusting your bolster pillow, etc., in a way that it supports your head. Now, if you'd like to grab for toes, outer edges, bottom of your foot, that's fine. However, make sure it's not an active, effortful pull towards depth. Instead, literally something to hold. Continue to build your breath. Continue to decompress. Keep it simple in this first round. Breathe deep into the back line of your body, from heels to low back, to neck, to crown. As you continue to settle, start to cultivate an almost circulatory rhythm to your breath. I love to imagine, visualize the ocean, the way she advances to the shore, and then withdraws back to collect energy. And again, she advances. The rhythm seemingly infinite. Let your breath embody this. Notice how once you do sort of set this in motion, it begins to continue on its own. The breath of life.
Take 3 rounds of breath together. Inhale, slowly fill. Exhale, open mouth, release. Linger between. Inhale, fill. Exhale, unravel. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Now, for those of you folded, walk your fingertips toward your hips. One step at a time, elevate your torso. Shoulders over hips. Bring your palms to thighs or your prop. Linger for a moment. Eyes closed. Notice your inner landscape. Notice any flood of sensation or energy moving. Soft shoulders, soft earlobes. Excellent. Remove your props and come onto your back. We'll take a brief counter shavasana. If you want to, you're welcome to place a prop under your knees. We won't be here long, but it's just an option for comfort. And with these resonance counters, these pauses between asanas, you're welcome to move freely at any point. If you're called to hug your knees to chest or take a happy baby, these are all beneficial counters. Take a moment to slightly tuck your chin towards your chest. Lengthen the space behind your neck. Remain for your inhale. No rush if you're still in motion. As you exhale, a fetal shape either side of your space. Linger for just a moment. And come to your seat. Spin around to face the front. Gentle movements. And come to prone. Belly and chest to your mat. Arms to a T. Chin or forehead down. We'll prep for open wing. Some call it extended wing. Let's start by bending your right arm. Press your palm into the earth. And as you inhale, slowly roll onto your left side. Bend your right leg, toes, or all 4 corners of your foot to the earth. And then come on to the side of your head and let it rest. Now take a moment to adjust your left fingers, that's your wing, forward or back for more or less depth. From here, you're welcome to take a half bind. Wrap your arm behind you. And really at any point through the whole, you're welcome to adjust to a slightly different variation. Good. Allow your pelvis to open as well. Maybe direct your right knee in such a fashion the outer edge of your leg tractions towards the earth. Perfect. Back to the rhythm of your breath. And this is one that I believe for many yogis that we get so fixated on what's happening in our shoulder, front and back, even our arm, that we lose sight of a subtle gripping in our neck, jaw, because of the twist. So stay present with the quality of your face, your neckline, crown of your head. Nice and easy. Keep your gaze inward. Perhaps one of the most fascinating aspects of our imagination, our inner vision, or the knower, the perceiver, is that you are unbound in this space. There's nowhere you can't go. Of course, not in an effort to escape discomfort, but in an effort to discover a part of yourself that is sometimes overlooked with the busyness, with the young, with the active. To gaze within is a receptive quality, a turning in. You can also use your imagination, your inner perception to visualize your tissues, your joints, your bones, your channels. And with your intention and your clear insight, you can apply your intention to heal, to release chronic tension or trauma, to find a sense of balance and harmony, in which you are unaffected by the vritti, the fluctuation. We'll stay for a full breath. Inhale and exhale. Stay for your in-breath. As you exhale, trickle slowly back to neutral. Come onto the right side of your head, arms alongside bodies, palms face up. One of the key principles in this practice is that very Slow transition in and out of the postures. This allows for optimum integration of all the benefits. And it encourages mindfulness. Perfect. Make your way back to your first krama, your first stage of open wing, chin or forehead down, arms T. Good. Bend your left arm, plant your palm, roll onto your right side body. Once again, the side of your head grounded, hips slightly open. Walk your wing forward or back. Play your edge. And option to bind. Assess the quality of your breath. Maintain an oceanic rhythm. Assess your tissues. Again, bring your awareness away from the obvious target areas here, the shoulder, arm, chest even. Perhaps you're clenching your toes, fingers, your jaw, inner thigh. Keep your body soft. Let your breath be the driving force of this pool of softness. What can you add to your practice through your imagination, through the inner witness, through focused attention? The asana is just the beginning. I believe there are layers upon layers to be discovered within the practice of yoga. The glory of yin style is that we have space and time to integrate these subtle layers. Full breath with me. Inhale. Exhale. Stay for your in. As slow as you can, transition back to your belly. Arms alongside bodies, palms face up. Come onto the left side of your head. Heels out, toes in. Tops of your feet down. Perfect. Well done. Make your way through table. Transition through your seat and come onto your back. So your feet will face me. Take all the time you need. If you'd like to move freely on your way, iron out any kinks, allow energy to move freely, etc., please do. Alrighty, once you find your back, and draw your knees towards your armpits. Little supine frog here, just not too wide, not too narrow. Maybe a circle or two. Excellent. Now go to the right side of your mat, find a fetal shape. Rest your head on your inner arm. And draw your heels away from your backside, so more in a vertical line from your knees. Good. Inhale your left arm to the sky. Exhale, roll onto your shoulder bones, shoulder blades. Keep your legs and hips where they are. And come all the way down, supine twists. Perfect. Now lots of options here. You can keep your arms out wide. You can cactus your arms. You can bring your right palm to the top leg, top outer thigh. A little traction. You can gaze left, or at least turn your head to the left. Breathe deep into your core, your abdomen, your low back. There's so much emphasis on this being an outer hip stretch, but indeed it's an opportunity to tonify your lumbar, your low back. Soften your gut. Massage your organs. If your legs have separated for any reason, you're welcome to place a prop between them. If you find it difficult to keep your shoulder blades heavy on your mat, you can place a prop under your bottom leg for a little support. you to find a very delicate quality of opposition here. So ground your left shoulder bone down into your mat. This is subtle. And simultaneously, press your top knee away from your midline. Opposing energies to create space, again in your abdomen, your outer hips, your low back. Even expand across your rib cage. Reminder, a safe edge within this practice is a 2 to 5 on a scale of 10. Mild to moderate, slightly dull, slightly achy, slightly bitter. It is with patience and duration that we reap the benefits of these asana. As we progress through today's practice, tonight's practice, if at any point you are struggling to maintain a safe and effective edge, I encourage you to modify, to adjust, to back off completely or partially. Nothing tingly, excessively hot, nothing painful, nothing acute. And another principle that's been handed down by more modern yogis is a reflection and indeed a fact that our bodies are significantly different. The way our bones fit, our natural ranges of motion, the space between joints, etc. Make it important for us to acknowledge our unique skeletal variation within the asana. Full breath. Inhale. Exhale. Stay for your inhale. Very slowly exhale. Return to the fetal shape from which you came. Linger in your own embrace. Allow your channels to circulate with the rhythm of your breath. Soft neck, soft jaw, soft palate. Bridge of your nose, space behind your eyes. Your inner ears, soft. Stay for your inhale. As you exhale, roll to the opposite side of your mat. Again, rest your head on your inner arm and heels away from your back sides, more in a line with knees. Inhale your right arm high. Exhale, roll onto your shoulder blades. Once again, supine twist. Right away, if you'd like to place something between your legs or prop up your bottom leg, please do. Option to take a slightly different arm variation. If you are tractioning with your left palm, make sure it's more the weight of your hand than any kind of press or engagement. Breathe deep into your core. Scan from toes to fingers to crown and back. Release any clenching or binding. Observe how the rhythm of your breath relates with your tissues, your fascia, your network of cartilage. See it in your mind, untangling, equalizing, hydrating, creating immunity, and defense from injury. Once again, with the time and space we have in the postures, we have the potential to offer ourselves the greatest medicine. No one knows our bodies better than ourselves. Use this time to give to the spaces that need your attention. To face your dark corners, your closets. With perception comes illumination of these shadows. And with embrace of these shadows, forgiveness, gratitude. We find harmony. Well-being. A sense of peace. Exactly what is in each passing moment. Full breath. Inhale. Exhale. Linger for your inhale. Exhale, return, fetal shape, left side of your mat. Nice and slow. Now make your way to a table. We'll prepare for dragon. No rush. If you have a pad, small towel, large blanket, or small blanket, large towel, set it up sort of the back third of your mat on slightly on the left side. This is going to pad your left knee. Now step your right foot forward, about hip width. You can face me. The yogi's here. Now, I'm glad I brought up skeletal variation because right away we have two options. It may feel right to have your arms outside on either side of your front leg. However, for some of you, it may feel better to have your arms inside. Now, unlike a lizard in vinyasa, you're not going to walk your front foot all the way to the edge of your mat. You'll bring it just slightly outside your hip. Okay? Now nudge your back knee behind you towards the back edge of your mat. Create length along the front line of your leg. We'll linger here for just a moment. Chest forward, head up. Little to no effort in your hands. Allow your bones to stack. Allow your hips to settle. Stay with this or come to forearms. Now, obviously, if you are coming to forearms, you'll have to come inside your front leg. Now, you can use props if you'd like to elevate your arms, not quite all the way upright, sort of in between. That's also an option. And it may feel good, again, based on your variation, to slightly rotate your front toes out. So really, your goal is to let go in your hip bone, allow it to fall down towards the earth. Head heavy, chin to chest. Notice for any clenching, even the most subtle in your shoulders or arms. Let your torso rest. Now these dragon shapes that we're going to go through, definitely, there's a touch of yang, obviously. Keep it to a minimum, path of least resistance. And feel free to move, wiggle, adjust, pulse even within the shapes. But do so with a mindful, aware quality, not in an effort to escape discomfort. You can stay with this or transition back to upright, palms to the earth. Bring your weight in your left palm, right palm to your inner front thigh. We'll find winged dragon here. Pause for an inhale. As you exhale, press slightly into your inner leg. Rotate slightly onto your outer foot. Some of your ankles look a little cranked. Try not to roll too far onto the outer edge. Yeah. Hips low, heart slightly lifted. And these postures that embody a touch of yin or yang within the yin are great practice in finding balance, finding sustainability. Use your breath as a tool, as well as your awareness. Magnetize your left hip flexor towards the core of the earth. Full breath, inhale. Exhale. Now, stay with this just one more minute, yogis. Or take bound dragon. Reach your right arm back, collect your left ankle or shin, maybe the top of your foot. Pause again as you inhale. And as you exhale, pull your heel slightly towards your back and press again your hips towards your mat. Two to five. If you're finding it hard to breathe within this variation, hard to sustain, ease back off. Full breath, inhale, and exhale. Stay for your in-breath. Slow transition back through a neutral dragon. No rush. It may feel good to wiggle side to side a bit before we move on. Now adjust your front foot towards neutral, in line with your hip. Gaze forward as you inhale. As you exhale, slide back, rock back slightly, find half splits. Now, from half splits, I encourage you to pulse. Elevate, lengthen your back with your inhales, fold toward your leg with your exhales. It may also feel good to go back to knee flexion and then return to extension. So you kind of go through lunge to half splits in rhythm. Another option. A final option is you can sit onto your left heel and allow your leg to rest. Deep breaths. If there was such a thing as a peak in a yin practice, that would have been it. Take time to integrate, to notice. And find completion, no rush. Once you do, adjust your pad to the opposite edge of your mat to support your right knee. You'll step your left foot forward. Take your time. Now, before you do anything, nudge your back knee towards the back edge of your mat. That's key. And once again, set up your front foot in such a fashion that it's slightly outside your hip. Linger here, again, arm outside your front foot or inside. Let your hips settle. Stay for your inhale. Exhale to forearms. Just an option. Chin to chest. Maybe a touch of external rotation in your front foot. Once again, if it feels good to pulse in any fashion, rock side to side, forward and back, even circular fashion, in rhythm with your breath, I encourage it in this shape. Just keep a direct line of communication open between your body and your nervous system. Allow yourself to be guided. Full breath. Inhale and exhale. We'll stay with this, or we'll move to winged. Plant your palms, lift your chest. Weight in your right hand, left palm to inner front thigh. Linger as you inhale, adjust your hips slightly, and as you exhale, press into your inner leg. And rotate your chest slightly, out and up. Notice the complex target areas within this shape. All the areas rich with the sensation. Maintain a safe edge, mild to moderate, slightly dull, slightly bitter. And even this one, I love to just back off slightly with my inhale and then deepen with the exhale. A rhythm much like the ocean. Full breath, inhale, and exhale. Last minute, we'll stay with this or bound dragon. Reach back, collect your left foot this time. Maybe adjust slightly your front leg, front arm to create space. And very subtle tug of your heel to your backside and lift of your chest to the ceiling. Be mindful of your front ankle. Try not to roll too far onto the outer edge of your foot. Full breath, inhale. Exhale. Stay for your in. Mindful release. Back through dragon. Adjust your front foot slowly, of course. Linger and prepare as you inhale. Exhale, rock back slowly, half splits. And once again, you can pulse through half splits. Roll your spine up and down. You can transition to a bent front leg and back to half splits a few times. Or you can sit on your right heel and let your leg rest heavy on your mat. Excellent. Never a rush. We'll set up melting heart. So this one is yet another posture with lots of variations. So start with hips over knees, basically a table. And now extend your palms forward, slightly out towards the corners of your mat. That's the raw basic, forehead to the earth, chest down. Now, if this is already too much, you can cross your forearms, take opposite elbows, and arrive this way. Definitely a little easier on your shoulders and neck. Another option is you can still extend your arms, but lay on your prop or bolster on the side of your head, either side. Remember to switch when it feels about halfway. And a final krama is to elevate your arms with your bolster or rolled up blanket to add more sensation. And in Sanskrit, this posture is one of very few, if any others, that are actually named after one of your chakra centers, your heart. There is an intensity and a luxury to this shape. It's quite unique in my opinion. I invite you within this shape to address your own heart. Not just your bones, joints, and connective tissue, but the quality of your heart now in this moment, and perhaps over the last few weeks. It is no profound insight that it is through our heart that we can exist with good vibes, good feelings, connection, healthy relationships. In my opinion, love is the great attractor. It is infectious. What's more, it dissolves fear. An illusion, a condition. And it's through heart. We break down this condition. And invite an expression of our infinite self here in this reality. The bridge between heaven and earth. Anahata. To love truly is to be fearless, unafraid, unstruck, unbroken. Full breath. Inhale. Exhale. Now, there's a couple options here. Embryo might feel really good right now. So you simply drop your hips to your heels, bring your arms alongside bodies, palms face up. However, if you're called to move through cat-cows, spinal flexion and extension, or even come to a belly shavasana, you're welcome to do that. As you breathe and integrate the posture, observe your own heart. Your feelings. And maybe affirm ways that you can love, forgive, be grateful for in more creative fashion. Excellent. Make your way forward through a table. And we'll set up for child's. So take your blanket or towel and bring it at least the width that you think your knees will go. Start mild, hips to heels. Extend your arms forward. This is another one where you can lay on your bolster. It might feel really good. You can also take opposite elbows, forehead to your mat. Allow for space between your knees. And now thread the needle, right arm under your torso, reach towards the left of your space. If you are laying on a bolster or pillow, obviously you'll have to move it. Option for a half bind here. Continue to observe the qualities of your experience without a need to define, categorize, or judge. Simply observe. Stay for your inhale and your exhale. As you inhale, unthread yourself. And we'll take a brief transition before we do the other side. Option 2, pedal your legs, counter your knees being bent. You can take open twists as well, in this case to the right. You can even go all the way to down dog and pedal from there if that feels good. Take time to shake out your head and neck. Feel the earth in your palms. And now return to child's, knees wide, toes touch. Start neutral. Option to take opposite elbows if you find more comfort and workability in that. Stay with this for a moment. Hips heavy, spine soft. Thread the needle now left under your torso. Reach to the right of your space. Go into your outer shoulder and the side of your head. Option to bind. Full breath, inhale. Exhale. Come back through neutral. Once again, take your counter movements. It may feel good to twist, to reach your left fingers high. Make your way to down dog. Pedal your legs. We'll meet in Shavasana. Encourage you place a cushion under your knees. Maybe roll up something soft, place it under your neck. Cover up with a blanket if you're chilly. Most precious of resonance poses here in Shavasana. Digest the fullness of your practice. Rest easy in stillness. We have about 1 minute till the scheduled ending of this class. Linger for a bit more on your own, no rush. Thank you for joining me here tonight. Namaste.